one of many Filipino food trucks here in Anchorage. Hopefully it's better than Mom's, but don't tell Mom I said that. Okay, honestly, between you and me, this barbecue might be better than Mom's. Hello party people, Joey checking in with another episode of Word of Mouth. Today I'm with the Spenardian here at the Spenard Food Truck Carnival. We're going to take a walk around, show you each food truck, and try the most popular item for each one. We're going to let you know what we think about it. I'm super excited. I hope you're super excited. Without further ado, another episode of Word of Mouth coming right at you. Alright, so our first stop was Tia's. They serve reindeer dogs. It's a quintessential Alaskan experience, so we're starting small with that. So I got me a spicy reindeer dog. It looks to be on a hoagie roll, toasted nicely too, which is a really nice touch. They split the hot dog down the middle. I asked for caramelized onions as per their recommendation, and honestly, if you have any self-respect, you would get caramelized onions too. Tastes like home. Tastes like Anchorage. It's the only thing I can say to describe it. If you've never had a reindeer dog, very much like knockwurst, it has that snap to it, that really nice texture. It almost bounces back. It's a nice full-bodied hot dog. Caramelized onions add a nice touch to it, adds an element of sweetness to counteract the saltiness and the richness from the hot dog. And all around, an extremely solid reindeer dog. Next up, we have the Pokemon Express, and I've heard decent things about it. Super excited to try it. So I got the sweet and spicy poke, which is what they said was the most popular one. It's made with sweet soy sauce, yellow onions, green onions, sesame oil, garlic, and chili flakes. And it's served with rice, and on top, they got some seaweed, some salt, and some sesame seeds. It's presented super nicely too, almost kind of like bento style. It's really appealing to look at. Try the poke by itself first. A sweet soy sauce really does it. I'm super used to just standard poke, which just uses sesame oil, soy sauce, and the other fixings, but the sweetness adds a nice contrast of flavor to it. The tuna tastes super fresh also, and with the rice, it's like a match made in heaven. The seaweed gives a nice sort of umami element to it, another depth of flavor. Another Hawaiian pigeon lesson for you guys. When something's good, you say it broke the mouth. And the poke from the Pokemon Express definitely broke the mouth today. Alright, so next stop, we're at Pacific Bite, one of many Filipino food trucks here in Anchorage, but one that I haven't tried, so I'm very excited to try this one out. Alright, so I got my plate from the Pacific Bite. I got the barbecue plate. We have a lot of Filipino food options here in Anchorage, a lot of Filipino food trucks, but this place definitely takes the cake as far as presentation goes. I mean, look at it, beautiful. Looking at the pork, the super nice char on the cubes. The pancit looks super tasty also. It looks to have some cabbage, carrots, onions, the whole 9 yards. We have our standard lumpia Shanghai, which is your minced meat, vegetables. It's the most popular lumpia you find in the Philippines. They have sweet chili sauce, goes great with the lumpia, and the char is insane. Okay, honestly, between you and me, please don't tell my mom. This barbecue might be better than Mom's. Might be better than any Filipino barbecue I've ever been to, actually. For a lean piece of pork, it's actually pretty tender, kind of sweet, savory. Overall, it's super tasty. It's even better when you chase it with a bite of rice, too. And the lumpia. You can tell these are freshly made. It's nice and light, crisp, meaty. And the pancit. Looks like they have some pork in the pancit too. Standard issue pancit that you get at any Filipino household. You really can't go wrong. The whole ensemble together is where this thing really shines. You got some meatiness from the barbecue and the lumpia, and you have 2 carbs. Really a super well-rounded plate. Our next stop is Toya's Flaming Soul Food Grill and Catering. We really don't have many soul food options here in Anchorage, so super stoked to try this out. From Toya's Flaming Soul Food, we got ourselves the catfish plate. And what we have in front of us is catfish. We have a roll, we have some collard greens, and some stewed yams. You know, it's your standard like southern meat and threes type dish. Let's dive into the star of the show, the catfish first. Okay, yo, that's some good catfish. The texture is really nice, and the breading adds a nice crunch to it, while the inside is nice and soft. And that breading locks in all the catfish juices perfectly. Collard greens. The pork adds a nice dimension of flavor to it. Collard greens on their own are a tad bitter. When you pair them with something like sweet yams and some catfish, you have yourself a trinity right there. Okay, now let's dive into these yams. They look super duper soft. You could really go in and mash it with your fork. No, these are bomb. Together with the catfish, really cannot go wrong. Toya's Flamin' Soul Food, definitely feel it in my soul. Definitely gonna need a nap after this. The plate tastes as delicious as it looks. So we're here at Grills Gone Wild. It's sort of a cafe on wheels. I think they specialize in pastries and other confectioneries, and I guess they're also a taqueria, so they have nachos and tacos as well. We're in for a surprise. So we got here the red velvet cheesecake. This cheesecake is from A Slice of Heaven, which is the bakery side of things. So taking a look at it, it looks like there's a chocolate crust on the bottom. You obviously have your layer of red velvet cheesecake, and then some dollops of frosting on top. Everything is made in-house, by the way. Really? It doesn't taste much different than a regular red velvet cheesecake, but at the end of the day, it still is damn good. Part of the allure is the fact that I got it from a food truck. It's an experience in and of itself, enjoying a cheesecake outdoors on a day as nice as this. You can't really get that experience at the Cheesecake Factory, but you can get that experience at Slice of Heaven here at the Spenard Food Truck Carnival. Well, there you have it, folks. Word of mouth, the Spenard Food Truck Carnival. If you want to try any of these places, they're here weekly in the Koot's parking lot, and they post their hours on their Facebook. If you like this video and want to see more content like this, leave a like on the video or drop a comment below, and be sure to follow us on Instagram and Facebook for more updates. It's been word of mouth. It's been real. Thank you so much for watching.